Ecuadorian Amazon is a wild region with spectacular biodiversity, known as the lungs of the planet. But in many areas, the Amazon is also a synonym for oil extraction and contamination. Adu-Nti works for the Adu-Nti, an association that brings together the victims of oil operations carried out by American company Texaco. In this highly degraded forest area, he wants to show us what lies beneath the surface. Lo que está aquí es el petróleo. This is one of the 880 open-air oil pools documented by Donald.
This pool wasn't decontaminated. They used it, got their profits, and just left it in its current state.
Back in 2005, Donald created the so-called Toxic Tour, a guided tour for tourists and journalists through areas contaminated by oil extraction. The aim is to help put a spotlight on what he says is an environmental scandal.
It's a way to raise awareness, so that what happened here doesn't happen again in other places. This is nature genocide. It's important that people come here and see the reality, the truth.
In 1972, Texaco, later bought by Chevron, started extracting oil in Ecuador's Sucumbíos and Orellana provinces. Since then, according to UDAP, 64 million liters of toxic water were discharged into the rivers and the forest, as well as 650,000 barrels of crude oil. When Texaco left in 1990, they only partially cleaned the contaminated areas.
Todo lo que yo tengo aquí en mi mano, esto es petróleo.
This is Nueva Loja, capital of Sucumbíos province. It's here in this city that the Association of Victims stores the Chevron case archives. The legal battle has been going on for 27 years.
We want Chevron to pay for the damage they caused here, so that we can clean properly and live with dignity, just like every human being on planet Earth should.
Food and rivers are still affected by past oil spills. Both farmers and indigenous communities report countless cases of illnesses and premature deaths. For over 20 years, lawyer Pablo Fajardo has been leading the victims' legal proceedings against Texaco. In 2018, the Ecuadorian court sentenced Chevron to pay 8.4 billion euros for the cleaning of a 500,000-hectare area, but Chevron never paid, and the Court of Arbitration, located in The Hague, later canceled the verdict.
The criminal company, in this case Chevron, is running away from justice. And this world is built with an architecture that protects the multinational corporations that commit crimes, because there's no access to justice for indigenous people who are made invisible. Governments and companies form a union that shoves indigenous people and the environment to one side.
Indigenous communities are on the front line of oil contamination. Extraction has sometimes been carried out on their territories without previous consultation.
I was 6 years old. We heard helicopter noises. They flew right over the place where we lived. Then after several months, we heard noises from inside the forest. My father and I went to investigate what was making such a dreadful noise. We walked in the forest and saw the many trees we cut down, at least 10 hectares. And then after that, we started seeing oil spills in the stream right by our house.
The Amazon rainforest touches 9 South American countries. All of them are still looking for a way to extract natural resources while protecting both the environment and local populations. As global warming accelerates, protecting the Amazon basin is vital for the future.
Sorry.
About our mindset, because we had the nerve to call this destruction progress. Hey, Fox News, if you don't think climate change is a threat, I dare you to interview the thousands of homeless people in Bangladesh. See, while you were in your penthouse nestled, their homes were literally washed away beneath their feet due to rising sea levels. And Sarah Palin, you said that you love the smell of fossil fuels. Well, I urge you to talk to the kids in Beijing who were forced to wear pollution masks just to go to school. So you can ignore this, but the thing about truth is, it can be denied, not avoided. So I'm sorry, future generations. I'm sorry that our footprint became a sinkhole and not a garden. I'm sorry that we paid so much attention to ISIS and very little to how fast the ice is melting in the Arctic. I'm sorry we doomed you, and I'm sorry we couldn't find another planet in time to move to. You know what? Cut the beat. I'm not sorry. This future, I do not accept it. Because an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We can redirect this. How? Let me suggest that if a farmer sees a tree that is unhealthy, In a particular way, so please follow these instructions. Sit right back in your chair. Place your feet flat on the floor in front of you. Place your hands on your lap. Imagine a circle around your head with a radius of about a foot. This is your safety zone. Try and keep your head within that zone at all times. Your head must not touch that circle. And now remain in this position. Now, the film won't stick all of you, but it will stick those of you who are open to it, to allow it to work, those of you who have a well-balanced, bright, creative personality. And there'll probably come a point when you'll feel that you're either going to fight it or let it work. When that happens, just let yourself go with it. Just allow it to work. If you fight it, then it probably won't work, so it's kind of a waste of time even watching. Those of you with the best talent for responding to the film will find yourself stuck, locked, glued, gelled, cemented, bonded, fused, and welded into your seats. And the more you try and stick yourself harder and harder, the more you'll find yourself locking and sticking harder and harder into your seat. Think now which parts of your body are in contact with the seat. The tops of your legs, your back, and perhaps your shoulders. Feel the weight of all of these. In a second, you will absorb the film. When you find yourself rigidly stuck, don't panic. Just allow yourself to enjoy it, to find it interesting, while you try in vain to unstick yourself as hard as you can. And you can imagine now what that would be like, trying to unstick yourself harder and harder. Just enjoy it. It's a very odd sensation. Now, others around you may stand if you're watching with other people, which we found somehow concentrates the energy on you and then sticks you even more. So, take a deep breath in. And out. Again in. And out. We're now ready to play the film to you and them.
Merry Christmas.